Hello and welcome to another episode of Love Angles Cast Series. And today I want to talk about emotional affairs. How close is too close? When a lot of people come out and say that somebody has cheated on them and their partner has cheated, their partner is having an affair with somebody else, I usually ask a question. Where were you when the signs were surfacing? Because the truth is, before the actual cheating happens, there's something called emotional affair. An emotional affair has been going on with your partner and the other person, and if you don't notice to address it on time, it will finally lead to cheating. And so that's what I want to talk about today: emotional affairs. How close is too close? When I come back, I'll go into our business for today. Welcome back. Emotional affairs start out as friendship, which gradually crosses the line. It's usually a slippery slope from friendship to emotional affairs and to sexual relationship. So it's gradual and it takes some time before it ends into what you call cheating or having an affair. When it's going from friendship to emotional affairs, there are usually red flags that tell you that something is happening, and if care is not taken, it further gets into, or it further leads to, your sexual relationship, your cheating, your unfaithfulness, and whatever you call it. Emotional affairs come with an intense sense of intimacy. Very, very intense. People usually mistake that intensity for love, and they tell you that they've fallen in love with somebody else. Not so. It is a breaking point where a person begins to switch their emotional allegiance from a current partner to the new person they're having that emotional connection and emotional affair with. So today I'm going to be telling you some signs that when you see those signs manifesting, you should be sure, you should be certain, and you have to move as fast as you can before it blossoms into a full-blown cheating, a full-blown unfaithfulness, and a full-blown affair. So I'm going to be giving you a couple of those signs today, red flags to tell you that this person is getting into an emotional affair. How close is too close? Now, the first sign that tells you that your partner is getting into an emotional affair with somebody is sudden secretiveness. Your partner all of a sudden starts keeping secrets. Let's take for instance, you used to have a phone. You guys could get into your phones and have check up your chats and all of that, check up your emails and all of that. And you want to get into the phone and you see a password. I'm not saying that everybody who puts a password on their phone is having an emotional affair, but all of a sudden, things are being hidden from you. You notice there's an elephant in the room. Something is missing, something is hiding. When you walk into a room and your partner is on the phone, making a call, and then suddenly the call ends all of a sudden, or the topic changes, you can tell that this was not what you guys were talking about when I walked into the room, and all of that. Suddenly those things start coming up. That tells you there is something going on somewhere. It's not me that will tell you that. There's something going on somewhere. The second sign is a new name suddenly from nowhere appears in your spouse's or your partner's vocabulary. Let's take for instance, there's this Peter guy in your wife's office, and all of a sudden in your conversations at home you just hear the name Peter. Peter will not, that's exactly what Peter will say, or Peter will not like something like this, or this is how Peter would like it. And then Ngozi just shows up in your husband's vocabulary, and Ngozi, and you ask her, who's Ngozi? That my secretary sister now. That's my secretary sister, Ngozi. And Ngozi just keeps showing up in your husband's vocabulary. that Ngozi is a bad chick. You have to check that Ngozi properly. The third sign is a disconnect from you. There is an emotional detachment from you. Suddenly, your spouse or your partner who likes two of you to do things together so much starts withdrawing from doing things with you, wants alone time all the time, most of the time, so that he or she will have time to chat with the other person or make calls with the other person and all of that. You notice that there is a disconnect in your level of intimacy, and you notice that disconnect, which wasn't like that before. Okay, now let me not say too much. The fourth sign that your partner is having an emotional affair with somebody is change in sexual activity. For some people, when they are having that emotional affair, it increases their sexuality and they want to try out the fantasies they have in their mind for the other person with their current partner. So you just notice there's an increase. He always wants to do it, or she always wants to do it with you, and try out different styles that he wasn't used to or she wasn't used to, just trying out new things. And constantly, sometimes you mistake it for, wow, he's woken up, he now likes me, he now loves my body, he now wants to sometimes. Then for some other people, when they're having an emotional affair with somebody else, there's a decline in sexual relations with their current partner, and it comes suddenly. So you check which is happening all of a sudden. Is it an increase or a decrease in your sexual activity? That tells you that something is going on, something is happening, and you have to check it. It's one of the signs of an emotional affair with somebody else. The next sign is spending more time on the computer or on the phone, which wasn't so before. All of a sudden, your partner is now so interested in social media, Snapchatting, Instagramming. I'm not saying those things are not good, but someone who didn't have time to do all of that before suddenly develops time and is always almost obsessed with the social media, always on the internet, always on the computer. Always on the internet, always on the computer. There might be something going on there, so you need to check it. Finally, when your gut tells you that something is happening, do not, I repeat, do not ignore. Our guts tell us things before they happen, but because we are too blind to see, or we feel and just and then by the time it happens, you will know that, oh, and I sensed it. I've had several things happen to me that I sensed was going to happen, and I didn't do anything about it. I just felt and when it happened, I remembered that I had that feeling that something like this was going on, and it's so heartbreaking. So do not ignore your gut. If your gut tells you, I'm not talking about people who are obsessed or people who are hypersensitive. I'm talking about people who are real, who understand what they're doing and know their partner. So if your gut tells you something's going on, please do not ignore your gut. You might just be right. And that's how I come to the end of Love Angles Car Series today. If you have learned something from this video and you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. Like me, don't be stingy with it, and also subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.